All right.
Can you hear me through your thingy?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, let's
Oh, okay.
cheers. Pepsi a day keeps the doctor away.
Not the dentist.
Not the dentist, though. Good point. Good point. All right. So what we got going on? Full Buddy Cast presents 15 Minutes with the Quarantine Teen. We've got Megan, my daughter. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk 15 minutes. That's all we're going with is 15 minutes. We're going to put this on YouTube. We've got the video. We got the camera going so everyone can see her pretty face and everyone can hear her pretty voice. And we're going to talk about the quarantine teen and what that life is like. What have you learned? What are some recommendations? What are some things that you've learned maybe about yourself or perhaps things that you've been able to get by with, okay? And you've been home from school and this and that. So what we're going to talk first, though, in this episode, which is near and dear to everyone's hearts, okay? This is the thing. As a teenager, I remember the TV shows I used to watch. I remember the TV shows that I still watch and I look back on. I think for me, when I was growing up, it was the Wonder Years, Saved by the Bell. As I got older, it was TGIF was always huge for us too. Home Improvement, Full House, stuff like that. So I remember those TV shows when I was hanging with Mr. Cooper was a good one too. But anyway, Megan is going to give her top 5 TV shows to binge during the quarantine for all those teenagers out there that may need to, if they haven't listened to this, they can check it out. So, or watch these things. They should check it out. So, Megan, you ready? We're going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's your 5th show that you would recommend to watch, to binge?
My 5th show would probably be Last Man on Earth.
And why is that?
Because it's funny. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I will in the future. But it's funny and it's got like a lot of excitement and moving around type thing, I guess.
I like it too. Now, as a teenager, if I'm going to watch it, like why would I choose this one?
Because I don't know, if you're looking for something that's like really funny, it's a good show for that. And it's like
goofy,
got a lot of it's goofy and it's got a lot of mystery and stuff like that in it.
That's true. It has a little bit of a drama in it.
Yeah. And
it keeps the storyline moving, but it's also funny at the same time.
Yeah.
And there's character development as well.
Yeah.
Which is always good for TV shows. So Last Man on Earth, where can you find that? It's not actually on Netflix.
Yeah.
So we had to find it on, I think it's on Hulu, but then we also had to find it on, we got a few episodes off of Xbox, but for the most part, I think I had to buy the seasons on Comcast. So I think you get a Fox subscription or whatever for the whole thing. Rather than buying each season, you can just get the subscription for like $30 rather than spending $15. And there's 4 seasons on it as well. In fact, it got canceled before it even had anything that finalized. So heads up on that. All right, number 4.
That 70s show.
Why that 70s show?
Because it's more like if you're like into like older things that are also really, really funny, that's a good one. And it's like about friendship a little bit, I guess, like how they like stick together and they're just really funny.
As a teenager, can you relate to some of the stuff that's going on in it a little bit or no? Is it like over dramatic?
I mean, kind of. They vandalize and do drugs and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, lots of teenagers do that, but I can't relate to that.
Right.
But, yeah. Like some of the jokes they tell, like all of my friends tell. So like
So basically what you're saying is that there's going to be inappropriate jokes on it, but your friends tell inappropriate jokes too.
Yeah.
So you can relate to that. Mm-hmm. Now, do you know when that show was made?
No.
Do you think it was made in the 70s?
No.
When do you think it was made?
Like the 90s? I don't know.
I think it was, yeah, late 90s. Because I know that I was in high school or whatever when it started coming out. Yeah, could you not hit that? And believe it or not, that show obviously started a lot of people's careers, but that was one of the shows that my parents were like, "Oh, Travis, can't watch it." So, but hey, you're watching it, so that just shows how things are going on. All right, so top 3, third one.
All American. That's a really good show. It has a lot of drama in it, and there's a lot of like relationships that are broken and then back together, and then so like that kind of drama. So it's like basically a teen girl movie, but then there's also like a lot of football, so it's like kind of a guy. Well, it's not a movie, sorry, it's a TV show. But there's also a lot of guy stuff, I guess, too. And it's just like how like teenagers struggle and how kids get moved to like LA from like ghetto neighborhoods and stuff like that for football.
So I've never heard of this before. Like
It's new.
And how many seasons is it? Is it 1 season, 2 seasons?
I think.
And did you watch it prior to the quarantine, or is this a quarantine show that you started watching during the quarantine?
I watched it during quarantine, like the beginning of quarantine.
And have you gone through all of it?
Yeah.
Watched them all?
Yeah.
Was this a true binge? Was it like one after another, after another, after another?
Yeah.
Because you, so Megan will watch these late at night or during the day. She'll just kind of pop open her laptop and just start plugging away at them. So do you put headphones in and all that? Was that a recommend? Do you do headphones or no headphones?
Well, I don't use headphones. I mean, if it's late at night, I'll use headphones.
Because you don't want to disturb other people. Yeah.
Because it's also really hard to like watch something if like the volumes are really low.
Yeah.
And the brightness is also really low. But like if you have headphones in, it's easier. Or if you're like under a blanket and you don't have headphones in, but like it like soundproofs, so like you can hear it and other people can't.
So what are the blankets? So back in the day, like kids used to like, they'll read books late at night. Mom and dad are like, go to bed, and they'd get the flashlight out, pull the blankets over the head, and they'll read their book.
Yeah.
Is this the modern day flashlight and book? Is you just throw your blanket over your head with a laptop and just watch TV?
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Okay, all right. Are you a subtitle person or not?
It depends. I used to be, but like unconsciously, just like reading it, and I wouldn't watch the show. Like, I just see it out the corners of my eyes.
Yeah. You end up like reading the show rather than actually watching the expressions and the facial of everything. Yeah. That's what pulls me away from it. I used to be a subtitle person here and there. I know your mom's a huge subtitle person.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like you miss kind of like the extra humor in the background that you don't see because you're too focused on reading. Yeah. And sometimes those subtitles hit before they say anything, and it kind of ruins the timing of everything as well.
Or it like gets messed up, so it's like after the
okay.
after they say it, it still goes on and it's like delayed. That makes me mad, so I just turn it off.
Okay, yeah, get mad at it. I like it. All right, so I kind of want to delay that just a little bit, just because as we're delaying the who, what's the second or what's the first. Back to All American for a moment.
Yeah.
It's not a real show though. It's not like a documentary of all these kids moving. It's just like is it funny or is it like drama?
There's parts of it that are funny, so it's just like a normal TV show, I guess.
Okay.
But there's lots of drama. And then you like find out things about certain characters that you wouldn't normally find out, and then family gets torn apart and then they get back together, and then it made me cry.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Good. That means it's a good TV show. Good story being told. All right, what's your number 2?
Criminal Minds.
Criminal Minds. How many seasons is that? A zillion?
I don't know. I think 9 maybe?
Gee.
I'm on late 4, early 5. I don't know. I've lost track.
I've never watched it. What is Criminal Minds?
It's about this group of people who work in the FBI, and they work in the BAU, the behavioral analysis. I can't talk. Okay, behavioral analysis unit, and right, yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry. And so they like work on a bunch of these cases, and there's a girl who like picks out the cases that they're gonna work on, like the more urgent cases, I guess. And so like if people are dying nonstop, they'll do those. It's like serial killers and stuff like that. And there's some episodes that will make you cry because they're like really sad.
Is it like a new show? Same people figuring it out, but it's like a new case every and do they have any ones that like carry over, like carry on?
Some of them, yeah. Like if they like have a lot of PTSD from it, it'll go on. Or like, Spencer Reed is one of the characters in it, and he, well, like not a real person, but like the character. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. And he like gets a lot of PTSD and like stuff happens, and so yeah, and then some of the other members find out, and he almost gets kicked out for it. So
nice. Okay, so there's kind of like the storyline as it goes on each, but then like the cases kind of are new each episode, but they might have some things that kind of bleed over. Yeah,
and with characters leave, and then new characters come in, like a normal thing.
Gotcha. So, all right, what's your number one?
Psych.
No, what is it? Get it? I'm gonna sneeze. Pure quarantine. That's how you do it. Into the elbow.
Yes.
What's your number? So your number one is Psych.
Yeah.
I love Psych. I love Psych.
Me too.
And when he said Spencer.
Oh.
Spencer Reed. This guy's Spencer as well.
Yeah, Sean Spencer. Yeah.
Sean Spencer. So, talk about Psych. If anyone has not heard of Psych, it's a hard recommend. I love it.
Yeah.
But what is Psych?
Psych is a show about a man named Sean Spencer. His dad used to work in the police academy or police department thing. And he, like taught him like how to like be really, really observant. So things would just like pop out to him that like normally wouldn't happen. So he'd make him like count hats in the room, like with his eyes closed, and like just see different things that normal people wouldn't see.
Yeah. And
so then he acts like he's a psychic.
Extreme, careful detail. Like he's very. What is that? What is that saying? He's.
I don't know.
He's care to detail or whatever. Extreme care to detail. I don't know. I think I'm saying this wrong. I know it. Attention to detail. Mm-hmm. There we go. Extreme attention to detail. And so go ahead. And so that's because so now it looks like he's a psychic. And so he's a detective psychic.
Yeah.
That comes in. Detectives at the they don't at the bureau, they don't need him or whatever. They're like, oh, we don't need him. He comes in and he always pretends he's just getting this reading, and
he goes super dramatic and like starts like shaking and everything.
It is a very funny show. I love it. It's so good. Mm-hmm. And then, like you said, there's that storyline. There's like a new case every single episode. Kind of like sounds like Criminal Minds. And then, but there's a storyline. There's a love story. There's the best friends. Him and Gus. Gus is funny as heck. He's always a scared guy, and
just runs.
yeah. So. Well, that's good. Those are good recommends. So to count back down again, Last Man on Earth, kind of a goofy comedy that has some drama. That 70s show, a coming of age comedy TV show. That one's more of a stage where it's a sitcom.
Yeah.
Burp. All American. That's probably not a stage and sitcom. That's kind of more of a drama, kind of like Psych. I'm guessing. Criminal Minds is kind of like that. Drama with some funny things, and then the Psych would be just that goofy comedy drama that's a little more drama than Last Man on, I don't know, it's kind of like the Last Man on Earth, but at the same time it's not.
It's like 4 seasons longer also.
Yeah, that's true too.
Also Psych got kicked off of Netflix
because
So I found it on, and it's free. I found it on a website called dailymotion.com, and they just have every episode free.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little bootlegging, maybe. Who knows? All right. Well, that's been 15 minutes with the quarantined teen, Meghan Kenney. Thank you so much for joining us. Please subscribe to the Full Buddy Cast podcast, and we also have a Patreon set up to Full Buddy Cast at Patreon. If you want to subscribe there as well monthly and take care of us. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great day.